Mr. Morris, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I come to you today, Your Honor, because I'm trying.
Right from the start, Mr. Morris paints a picture of responsibility, claiming he pays $880 in child support plus $362 for health insurance and sees his kids frequently. But here's the twist. While he presents himself as the devoted father, he's more upset about his ex moving to Florida than focusing on what's best for his children. Is this really about the kids or his ego?
I'm trying to get my child support reduction.
All right. Based on what's going on?
Well, I currently pay $880 a month for child support. I also pay $362 for health insurance. And I see my kids maybe 4 times a week. I see them pretty often. And she's trying to take my kids and move off to Florida. And I'm not going for that.
All right. Did she tell you why she was trying to move to Florida?
Because she just want to live her best life.
She said that?
That's what
When he says she wants to go live her best life, sipping coconut drinks on the beach, it's a jab that feels petty. And yet, he admits he never even asked if the move was job-related. Isn't that a major oversight for someone supposedly concerned about his children's future? Viewers, be honest. If your ex wanted to move states, would you dig deeper or just assume the worst?
Yes, she want to go to the beach, drink coconut balls or whatever they have out there in Florida and just have her best life.
Wait a minute. So did she actually tell you that, or you interpreting her as living her best life?
Now, why would anybody else want to move to Florida? That's Paradise City.
Well, I want to move too, but I can't go.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I got to work. So could it be for a job?
Your Honor, I haven't asked because when she told me that she wanted to move to Florida, I got so upset about the fact of losing my kids that I was like, are you moving to Florida for vacation time or just so you can live your best life, or because we in Texas, I'm in Texas.
Then we hit a bombshell moment. You shouldn't have messed up, she told him. And what did he do? He admits to cheating, with a cheer coach no less. He tries to justify it by saying she stopped putting bids in. A disturbingly transactional view of love. This part exposes not only a betrayal, but a total lack of emotional maturity. Is calling love a bid a red flag to you?
So what did she say to that when you said, are you trying to move to Florida to live your best life?
She said you shouldn't have messed up.
What did you do?
It's a long story, Your Honor. I could tell you how we split up, but I messed up.
Well, I have time. Do me a favor. I didn't even realize you had gum in your mouth till you start smiling. I don't allow gum chewing in here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, it's okay. You can just put it to your back of your throat.
Yes,
I'm not
ma'am.
going to tell you to swallow it. I don't think that's really healthy.
Yes, ma'am.
But I have time for the story when you're ready, after you.
It's to the back right now, Your Honor. No more chewing for me.
Okay,
So,
continue.
long story short, I met this lady our freshman year of college. And we were in class, and she was sitting in the front, I was sitting in the back. And I saw her, and I said, man, I'm going to have to put my bid in as soon as class is over.
Bid, that's what they call it.
We call it put your bid in. Because I'm
Alright.
sure there's other people that put their bid in too. So if I got the highest bid, of course I'm going to get it.
Oh, so you subcontracting these things now.
At that time I was subcontracting, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Keep going.
So I saw her in the hall and I came to her and my bid won. And we was together for years, Your Honor. We were together for years. We have 2 kids. We have a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old throughout the time. And as life just went on, we just started kind of fading, Your Honor. I'm a coach. I'm a football coach at a college.
Okay.
And one of the cheerleading coaches kept hitting on me. And I kept rejecting her.
So you put a bid on her too?
She put the bid on me, Your Honor. She put the bid on me. So I gave in to that bid. She had a high bid. And at the time, my lady, she wasn't putting in no more bids on me. She wasn't cooking me dinner. She wasn't massaging me like she used to.
Now here comes the shocking contradiction. Mr. Morris says he messed up and yet wants a reduction in support. Let that sink in. He cheated, the relationship ended, and now he feels he's paying too much for the kids he barely seems to take full responsibility for. Is it fair to want financial relief after creating emotional damage?
And he let me watch sports on Sundays, Your Honor, because she wanted to watch The Bachelor. So it just wasn't working. And I gave in to what was going on and I messed up. She saw my phone, she saw that I was with her a few times and she left me, Your Honor. She left me.
That was a very colorful story. It's very interesting. I hear the word bid. I think about someone trying to do construction on my home. So it's just interesting hearing you use that term referring to relationships. So you don't want her to move to Florida.
No, ma'am.
All right. And you want your child support reduced as a result if she does move? Or
Well,
do you just want it reduced just because?
I just want it reduced just because.
Got it.
I feel like I know dudes that don't see their kids ever and don't child support. I see my kids multiple times through the week and I'm paying $880 a month.
Fair enough. I believe I have majority of what I needed. Okay, is there anything else you wanted me to know before I move over to her?
Oh, no, that's about it, Yana. That's
Okay.
about it.
We finally hear from Miss Adams, and the energy shifts completely. Her voice cracks with frustration as she breaks down his version of support. He didn't even mention their children's names until prompted. And that line? It's transactional. That hits hard. She's right. If you see love and parenting as a series of deals and rewards, you're not leading with heart. What do you think? Can a parent be present without being emotionally invested?
All right, ma'am, and give me your last name.
It's Adams with
Adams.
2 D's.
Adams with 2 D's. All right, Mrs. Adams or Miss Adams?
Thank you.
Miss Adams. So tell me about, so this story that he told, he actually, you won the bid, or he won the bid.
Well, I think that tells you everything you need to know about his view of relationships is very transactional.
Oh, that's the word I was looking for. That's it, transactional.
I do this and you do that, and I think the fact that he didn't even bother to mention our children's names should tell you everything about our relationship.
Well, he told me the ages.
Well, that's great. Robert and Madison, that's with a Y.
But she ain't asked for the kid.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Anyway, so going back to, evidently I'm just going to Florida for...
Then, the biggest contradiction of all, she isn't moving for pleasure. She's going to be a marine biologist, a legit career-defining opportunity. And yet he dismissed it as a vacation. That's not just disrespectful, it's dismissive of a woman's ambition. Do women still have to justify chasing dreams more than men?
permanent vacation. I'm actually going for a job.
All right.
So what's that job?
Robert, and I'm gonna be a marine biologist.
That's a good
when-
job. Miss
Sorry.
Adams, I need you to talk directly to me.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Morris, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak. Let me hear what she has to say.
You're right,
and
Judge, I'm
people
sorry.
can change dreams. Depending on how long you guys have been apart, a lot could have changed in her life.
It's just she taking my kids, Judge. It's
Okay,
just-
well, let's hear what she has to say.
You're right. You're right.
She said marine biologist, right?
Yes.
That sounds like a really good job, and I want to hear about it. See how much money she makes.
She
all
just
right?
having random dreams, Judge, but it's all
Okay,
good.
that's great, but I need to see how much money she's making.
Right, I'm sorry,
All right.
Yeah, less talking, more listening.
And you do the same thing. All right, now, continue.
Jesus.
So I'm taking the kids to Florida because
She cuts through his narrative with the reality of parenthood, vomit cleanups, doctor visits, late night care. Things he doesn't see or maybe refuses to acknowledge. His so-called 4 visits a week might just be FaceTime calls. Think about it. Does financial contribution equate to actual parenting?
I have a greater job opportunity. And it's so interesting to me that he says that he sees the kids 4 times a week. I guess he's talking about maybe a FaceTime call or seeing them on his phone screen, because I certainly don't see him picking up the kids and taking them to the doctor and cleaning up vomit in the middle of the night. So it's great that he thinks that that he's paying for the right to see his kids. And that there are people who don't pay child support and who see their kids a whole lot, Judge. That tells you everything you need to know about the transactional nature of relationships. To Mr. Morris. So, look.
Then she drops the hammer. Whether in Texas or Florida, kids need food, clothes, housing, and her grocery bill, $800 a month for organic vegan meals tailored to their health. That makes his complaints about $880 sound hollow. Do you think she's being excessive or just ensuring her kids thrive?
The fact of the matter is, I guess he doesn't realize that his children are gonna need to eat, whether they live in Texas or they live in Florida. And
That's
they're
true.
And they're gonna need new tennis shoes and new clothes. And I guess he just thinks that money goes on trees, or that kids just eat for free. It's not how it works. This isn't TGI Fridays. So the cost of living is gonna be higher in Florida.
All right, what are we looking at?
So my rent is going up from $2,000 a month to $2,800 a month.
Okay.
Because I have to have a 3-bedroom because Robert and Madison need their own bedrooms. And of course, I have to pay for flood insurance and other things like that.
All right. And you mentioned food.
So the kids eat organic and they're vegan. And so my grocery bill for them is already close to $800 a month. So his opinion that $880 is too much for the kids is wrong. It is a wrong opinion because your children deserve the nutrition they need to grow up big and healthy and strong so they can be college athletes like you want them to.
So Miss Adams, you said that your rent is going up $800. You have to pay flood insurance. The children's diet, they eat organic food and they're vegan. So are you using the child support for flood insurance and rent?
But here's the core of the legal question. Where does the child support actually go? The judge wants clarity. Is it being used for groceries, rent, flood insurance? And Miss Adams responds with the quiet weight of someone doing it all alone. The move may be expensive, but it's rooted in the children's well-being. Isn't that what child support should be about?
Rent too, or are you using it to feed the kids? I just want to make sure I'm clear on what it is that you're saying in regards to his request to get a reduction.
Yes, Your Honor. So the thing is that if I was living in a 1-bedroom because I was by myself, my rent would be a lot lower.
All right.
But I have to get a 3-bedroom because I have a boy and a girl and I don't want them sleeping in the same bedroom.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I have to get a 3-bedroom, and so it's not just that, it's my electric bill.
In the end, this isn't just a case about dollars. It's a deeper debate about what fatherhood means, how we view motherhood, and whether past mistakes should excuse present responsibility. The ruling will determine more than just payments. It sets a precedent for respect, ambition, and the real cost of raising kids. If you found this case as revealing as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, who do you think was in the wrong?
Perfect.